All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus, and day two of on-field drills is in the books at the combine. We're gonna get some Vikings defensive back targets and go stock up, stock down with them. Before we do, be sure to remember this video is brought to you by Happy Nuts. Fantastic products for your low places. Got links in the descriptions. Get yourself some amazing body wash like the Big Wood here. And if you're ever feeling a little stinky, just maybe you're driving on a date, you got a long drive, 30-minute drive or so, you start feeling a little stinky, give yourself a little bit of this refresher spray, just a couple squirts, that'll do it. Make you smell nice and fresh for the ride home. All right, links in the description. Also, hashtag Happy Nuts for your chance to get entered in the drawing for the giveaway at the end of the month. All right, so let's talk stock up. And the biggest stock up today is Quinyon Mitchell, the Toledo cornerback. Again, if he's stock up because he may have just solidified himself as the number one cornerback in this draft. 6 foot, 195 pounds. He had an excellent season, an excellent Senior Bowl week, and now he's had an excellent combine. He is absolutely destroying this draft season. Everything he's touching, everything he's doing is turning to gold and making him a shit ton of money. A 4.33, 40-yard dash. Are you freaking kidding me? 38-inch vertical jump, 10.2 in the broad. This dude is the real deal. And I legitimately, the Vikings decide to go corner at pick 11. Quarterbacks are gone. They've maybe addressed edge. Quinyon Mitchell's in the mix. So to me, he's right there. He might be the number one corner in this draft. I think he's surpassed Nate Wiggins. He's surpassed Terry Arnold. I think he has earned that title. Again, the only thing that's questioning is, playing for a smaller school like Toledo. Some people may not like that, but my God, Quinyon Mitchell, well done. Stock way up on that guy. And let's go with Nate Wiggins too. This is a little bit tricky because Nate Wiggins came in like 20 pounds lighter than people were expecting. I think a lot of people are thinking he'd be like 6'2", 190 something pounds. Weighed in at 173, but he ran a 4.2840, a 4.2840, 36 vertical, 10.7 broad. But he got hurt. And that's where you kind of put this guy, like, he had a good day, but then he got hurt. So it's a hip flexor, I believe, after initially thinking it was a groin. You never want to get hurt at the combine. It's nice that it's not serious, but the fact he got hurt kind of puts him like this middle ground. I'm still going to put him a little bit more towards stock up just because that blazing fast 40 time and his ability to lock down opposing receivers. But you hate getting hurt. And I'm a little concerned with that weight. That was kind of weird that his weight was so low. Maybe he's had diarrhea. I don't know, but a little bit on the thinner side. Let's go with a little bit of a deeper cut who's stock up. And there's a ton of guys. I just kept the 3 here because we talking about these guys all night long. But let's go Max frickin' Melton, cornerback from Rutgers, 5'11", 187, a little thicker built, a little stouter built cornerback, 4.39, 40-yard dash, 40.5-inch vertical. He's got a 14-inch horizontal, and he jumped 11.4 in the broad jump. So some explosiveness to his lower half there. Max Melton, again, where's this guy going to come off the board? Probably right around that late second, early third where the Vikings don't pick. But for some reason, he slides on the board, or he continues to rise with a great pro day. So when the Vikings could consider with pick 42. But Max Melton made himself some money. Stock is up for sure. Let's go to some guys stock down here, and this doesn't mean they're losers. It's a stock down. So maybe I think I tend to bring it back up, but this is a fluid process. It goes up and down from now until April. But a guy didn't even bother putting a picture, but Kool-Aid McKinstry, it was revealed during his medical that he has a Jones fracture in his foot. I don't know what a Jones fracture is, but I know what a Jones sandwich is, and they're fucking fantastic. Judy's Cafe here has a delicious one if you guys are ever coming through Two Harbors. But he is going to actually work out at his pro day still, and then he's going to have surgery. Supposedly he'll be ready for camp. But shit, not good news for Kool-Aid McKinstry. It's just shit like this. It gets so over magnified, exemplified. It's not just an injury. When it's draft time and you're injured, it's like you're never going to get better. It's like you're a leper or something. So I don't know. I think this is going to hurt Kool-Aid. I'd be hard-pressed to see him go in round 1, knowing he's going to be having surgery and knowing he might be ready for camp. Not good news for Kool-Aid McKinstry. Another one I'm going to say stock down, and this is probably just a little bit, but Terry Arnold, I really thought he was going to destroy this thing. He's 6'0", 189, 31, 5'8" arms, but that 4.5 40, I mean, guys were blazing today, absolutely blazing. 4.5 40, I thought he was going to run a little bit faster. 37-inch vert, 10.9 on the broad. Again, I think stock down to the point maybe Quinyon Mitchell has surpassed him for cornerback 1. Nate Wiggins also right there in that mix. So he had a chance to really separate himself out. I'm sure he's still going to be cornerback 1 on a lot of boards. He's not my cornerback 1 personally, but I get it. I mean, the dude's sticky in coverage. He can come up and smack you in the face as well. And he's a leader on the field and off the field. So a lot to like about Terry Arnold, but I thought he had a chance to solidify it today. He couldn't do it. So stock just down a little bit. Nothing serious, but enough to put him on this list. One guy that was really disappointing today was Ennis Rakestraw. I don't think I have his picture here, but Ennis Rakestraw was like, borderline first rounder, probably going to be the second round. His thing was his speed, and he ran a 4.54 40, which is very disappointing for him. So I thought he'd be in the 4.3s, maybe even low 4.3s. So Ennis Rakestraw, I think he's probably still going to go second round, maybe even slide into the third, but definitely stock down for him. I thought he was going to work out much better than he did. Another one, a safety, and I know Vikings probably safety is going to be kind of a weird position. Maybe they address it in free agency. Maybe they get a later round prospect, but Cameron Kitchens, I mean, my God, horrible workout. He had a 4.85 40-yard dash. This was a guy who was kind of in the running to be the first safety off the board, and a 4.85 40. And then he had like a 9. It was like a 9-2 or something in the broad jump. It was like the worst. I think our buddy over there at Hail Mary Sports said it was the worst broad jump from a D-back since 2015. Cameron Kitchens. So he doesn't have to worry about being the first safety anymore. That ain't gonna happen. Just a horrible workout. And like, if you know your broad jump sucks, don't do it. Don't do it at the combine. What the hell are you doing? 4.85 40 again is horrible. So I don't know what's going on there with his workout process. Maybe he's getting some bad management there. I don't know. But let's go another guy who's definitely stocked down, and this started in the beginning of the season. It's Penn State cornerback Kalen King. He had a bad 2023. And this was a guy coming in the season. It was, expected to be a first-round pick, like a lock first-round pick, and it's kind of just gone downhill. 5'11", 191. 4.61 40-yard dash, not good. 37 vert, fine. 10.2 broad. But man, yeah, that 4.61 40 is just not gonna cut it at 5'11" and 191 pounds. Didn't have a good Senior Bowl. Didn't have a good combine. Didn't have a good 2023 season. So now you got to think, where does he come off the board? A guy who's potentially starting the season as a first rounder. He may slide into day 3, which is just, it sucks for him. It absolutely sucks. But it's still a lot of potential here. I mean, he's got good technique. He's got good skills. There's a reason why he was considered to be a first-round pick going into the season. So maybe the Vikings can snap him up in round 4. That would be a hell of a value. Wouldn't that get me excited? Kalen King, round 4. I'd be all for that, but definitely stock down after his season, his Senior Bowl, and his combine. He needs to have a big pro day to bounce back. All right, so that's your stock up, stock down for D-backs. There was other guys who did good. Kyrie Jackson, my boy. Cam Hart, my boy. Both looked great today. Love seeing guys you love step it up and perform. But again, stock up, stock down, not winners, losers, because none of these guys are losers. No, not in my book. And if you don't want to be a loser, keep your skull in your hole. Don't forget #HappyNuts in the comments.